the iDigital disk repair system, and it claims to restore all of your optical media, including CDs, DVDs, and gaming discs. Cleans surface scratches on CDs, DVDs, and gaming discs. Prevents audio discs from skipping. Save data from damaged discs. Hand-powered carousel cleans, polishes discs without any batteries. Made in China. And the importer. Let's have a look at the back of the box. Compact design, accommodates CDs, DVDs, and gaming discs. Instructions on how to use in these photos. Unique cleaning solution repairs surface scratches on all optical media discs. Hand-powered carousel cleans and polishes discs without any batteries. Those are the claims. Let's have a look at it. And this is what's inside the box. The device and the unique cleaning solution. As far as this unique cleaning solution goes, this is 90% water and 10% isopropyl alcohol and 0% smell of any alcohol in it whatsoever. Let's try it out, this unique cleaning solution on a disc that is basically more or less useless, and it skips constantly. Let's have a look at the disc. And while this disc looks okay, it does not play. It skips constantly. There's foggy hazing all over it, and there's some deep scratches in it as well. Here you can see the foggy haze on the disc surface, virtually all the way around, and there's also some deep scratches in there. And this disc looks a lot better in this video than it actually does in real life. But I'm sure you can see the damage to the surface where it's all dull and foggy all the way around. And some of the scratches you can see as well, I'm sure. Let's put that disc in that machine and use that unique cleaning solution and see what that does for us. This is a crank handle. Let's open the device and have a look inside. When I open it up, you can see inside, and you can see the buffer pads and the surface where you put the disc down into, and these what look like microfiber buffer pads, and the gears that operate the system. The gears themselves are a bit notchy and require a bit of effort to operate. Maybe they need lubricating. So here he goes, first attempt of disc repair using the unique cleaning solution provided in this kit. Let's see how that goes. Spray it on and see how it works those scratches out. And straight out of the box, the gear mechanism is a bit notchy. It is a bit hard to use and requires a bit of effort. Using the cleaning solution provided in the kit, I've been cleaning the disc in this machine for 10 minutes now. Let's have a look if it's any cleaner and if its scratches have been buffed out. And while the disc appears to be a little bit cleaner, it just looks like the surface oxidization got removed, but all the scratches, all the hazy, foggy surface is still there, and the disc is still unplayable. And here you can see all the scratches and all the haziness still in the disc. So more or less, this cleaning solution did nothing in the way of repairing the disc itself. It just made it look a little bit shiny on the surface without actually cleaning up any of the scratches. In the second attempt of cleaning this disc and the scratches out of it, I'm going to use something more serious, a proper cut and polish designed for polishing paintwork on car, acrylic paint. Let's see how that works. Water would be just as good, but I'm going to spray some isopropyl alcohol, this time 98%, to dilute the paste and see how that works. With this cut and polish paste, I'm going to clean the disc for another 10 minutes. So it's another 10-minute workout for my fingers, and see how that worked. The diluted paste came out of the device and I've got it all over my fingers. But more importantly, let's have a look at what it did for the disc itself. So this is the second attempt of disc repair in this machine for a combined 20 minutes. I'm going to wash off the cutting compound with some isopropyl alcohol off the disc, and let's examine the surface and see what this did for the restoration of this disc. And again, the foggy, hazy bits are still there. And while it all looks a little bit cleaner, the surface is still foggy and hazy, and some of the deeper scratches are becoming more apparent. It did nothing to get rid of this, or that section there. I'm going to have another go with the same cutting compound for another 10 minutes and see what that does to the surface of the disc. This would be a relatively mild cut and polish to polish car paintwork. I'm sure there's heavier grade of cut and polish to use on heavily oxidized paint. So another 10 minutes of grinding for a combined of 30 minutes now. Let's have a look what I was able to do to this disc in 30 minutes to get it restored. Once again, I'm going to have to clean off the cutting compound off the disc surface, and we'll have a look at it. So now this is a combined cleaning time of 30 minutes. Let's see if this made any difference to the disc surface itself. And no, not a lot. I can see already, even before I cleaned off all the cutting compound, I can still see the hazy bits on the disc surface itself. Here, as well as some of the deeper scratches can be seen, like that one there, and becoming really apparent. And still a lot of surface damage on this disc. And bear in mind that the disc does look a lot better in this video than it actually does in real life. And in one more attempt, I'm going to try something different, a more serious cutting compound for polishing metal like brass and aluminium. This is the Autosol compound. Again, I'm going to dilute it with isopropyl alcohol and into the machine for a further 10 minutes. And this grinding in this machine is hard work. This is probably why the device is not battery operated. For the same reason that crank handle could be a bit bigger or something more to hold on to. This is a combined 40 minutes later, and after cleaning for 10 minutes with Autosol cutting compound. Let's clean off the disc itself and have a look what that looks like. And this appears to be the best cutting compound to use on a disc like that in that machine. And just maybe if I used that compound from the beginning for the 40 minutes, just maybe that disc could have been, well, maybe not perfect, but good. This time all of the cloudy haze was removed, but the deeper scratches are still there. And the disc plays without any skipping, but there's a constant clicking sound when it plays. So I wouldn't call it a successful restoration. Here I hope you can see that most of the haze has disappeared, but the deeper scratches are still there and more apparent. Another one there. And maybe if I did polish it for another 40 minutes with that Autosol compound, I would be able to get all of the scratches out, but by then my fingers might need a restoration from working that handle as the crank handle on that device. So I'm going to throw it in for another 5 minutes with the Autosol compound, cutting compound, and have another look. I'm thinking if I started from the very beginning with that Autosol cutting compound, the results could have been much more better at the end of the 45 minutes. With a cleaning solution, with a provided cleaning solution included in the kit, you got no chance at all of cleaning anything off any disc whatsoever. And even at this stage, it's not perfect. While it doesn't skip, it is still a lot of clicking and popping sounds. So maybe, just maybe, if I cleaned it for the duration of the 45 minutes from the beginning with that autocell cutting compound, perhaps this disc would be more or less playable. Looking at this disc again, and it looks pretty clean. The deeper scratches are still there. Like that one there. And more apparent here. And more scratches. So I'm going to wrap it up and say, with the cleaning solution provided in the cleaning system, there's nothing you can do, virtually nothing, to restore any damage to the disc surface. With that autosol cutting compound, you get a chance of restoring perhaps mildly damaged discs without spending too much time on it. And deeper scratches would require a lot more time, but not with this cutting compound, with cleaning compound really. Thanks for watching, and see you in next or the previous video.